Hey guys, Jeffries here, and welcome back to FIFA 15, my career mode as Stevenage. As you remember from the last episode, we won promotion. We went from League 2 to League 1, and we are now starting pre-season in League 1. And we got some exciting transfer news to share. We've had some departures. Samuel Galindo, we sold him. We've also sold, I think we sold Beardsley. Did we sell Beardsley? Or is he still here? Oh no, we still got Beardsley. We sold Connor Calcutt though. And we also said goodbye to Chris Day, who sadly retired. I'm trying to think who else we sold. Andy Bond. Simon Walton left at the end of his contract. And there were a couple of other departures. In terms of players coming in, you see I'm highlighting one of them right now. Adam Armstrong. We got him on loan again for another season. He was out of our price range to sign him permanently, but we managed to get him for another season, which is fantastic. He's in on loan from Newcastle again. We've got this guy here, Dayton, who is on loan from, I want to say Swansea, but I think it might be Watford. You see he's a left midfielder slash striker, and he's rated 66, which is very, very good. One of our best midfielders. In fact, our second best midfielder behind Azog. We've got a new right back in Chetri, who's rated 61. He is 27? No, 24. 24 years old. He can play right back and left back, so that gives us some versatility in those positions. It also means if Das isn't doing very well at left back, we'll put Chetri there and put Ronnie Henry back at right back. At the moment, Ronnie's on the bench. We've also got Devante Cole coming in as a striker. Good player as well. He's on loan from Manchester City. Can play up front and can also play on the wings. So again, if Whelpdale or Dayton's are struggling, we got that little bit of versatility. Payne's back from injury. We've still got Parrott in the squad, although I am looking to move him on if possible. Other arrivals, we have got Kingsley. He's on loan from Swansea, young left back. Bernard Mensah, he's on loan from Watford. Fanimo, he's on loan from West Ham. And we've got Ralte, who I believe is a permanent transfer for us. And you can see he could play up the left-hand side and also through the middle. So we have a very, very versatile squad building up now. We're getting more players in. We're going to have to try and move some of these guys here on though. I think Wells is on the transfer list. He's hit the age of 30 now. Aris Keita is on the transfer list. So it'll be interesting to see if any of those guys leave before the start of the season. However, we have a pre-season friendly match against, now they're Belgian, so I don't think it's Ghent, I think it's Jean, or Gon. And we'll play our first 11, because why not? We'll see how they get on. Right, we're not going to do advanced dribbling. If there's one thing I can't do in the arena on this game, it's dribbling. I can barely do it in matches, never mind on the arena games. Here we go. We have kept Darius Charles, by the way. I was strongly considering transfer listing him, but he did score that crucial goal against Carlisle, and his stats seem to have improved a bit since the end of last season. So I'm willing to give him another shot. He might work better with better wingers providing better crosses for him. And we've got one here in the shape of Dayton, who isn't very strong, it seems. He looks a bit... Is it just me, or does he look a bit on the tubby side? Does a little bit. Still, we're moving the ball around nicely so far. There's Whelpdale with the cross. Again, Darius hiding a little bit behind his defender. There's Worley. Good to have Worley back as well. Permanently. Seems to have recovered from his injury that he suffered during last season. Oh, Lee. Thunderbolt of a strike. There's Chetri. Not a great ball there to Azog. Now we've got to defend the counter-attack, which Wally has done there pretty well. Not a good ball there from Armstrong. Right, Charlie Lee. Darius Charles. Clever ball over the top. Armstrong's shot deflected. That's a corner. Excuse me. I'm liking this. Maybe it's just because it's pre-season and they're fresh as daisies, but I am liking the way we're linking up right now. We're doing a very good job. Dayton with the corner. Not so good in the air that time. And again, the counter. Although Dembele did well to delay that. Now we've got enough men behind the ball. Charlie Lee going for a little trip there. Ah, Darius and Dembele there ganging up on the poor midfielder. Most of the players that I've brought in, I had the choice. I could either go for experience or I could go for youth and longevity. I went for the latter. I decided that bringing in a couple of young players on some cheap wages is probably going to be more beneficial to us in our current financial situation, because we can get a few years out of them. Players like Armstrong, he's probably the best example. Unless he doesn't sign new terms at, unless he signs new terms at Newcastle, his contract expires, I think, in 2 seasons' time. And providing we keep playing him and keep giving him a decent run in the team, there's no reason why he won't want to join for another season after this one. So we can run his contract down and maybe sign him on a free transfer. As well as that, we got players like Finimo, who he's not in the side right now, and he's not our best left midfielder by a long shot, but he is young, he's got plenty to learn, and he's cheap. So that was my strategy. Bring them in cheap, when they're young, cheap wages, and then sell them on for a huge fee. I mean, we sold Galindo for £300,000, and we signed him, I believe, on a free transfer. So that's a profit of £300,000. Okay, we don't see 100% of that fee. A little bit is taken out for one reason or another. I can't actually remember the reason why. I think you get like 80% of it or something like that. 75-80%. So we lose a little bit of money, but we still got enough that I was able to increase our wage budget. It's something like £10,000 a week now, our wage budget, and that's unspent wages. So a lot of our good players right now we could actually offer improved terms to, which is good. We want to do that. We want to be in a good, strong negotiating position. There's a lot of good players in our team that we don't really want to lose. There's a couple of players in our team who are coming up to the last year of their deal right now. We definitely don't want to lose those players. I think Darius Charles is a case in point of that. Good example. So it puts us in a very strong position. It also means if during the season, say in January, if there's anybody out there who becomes available, we can afford to sign them. It gives us a little bit of a transfer budget as well if we do some more budget negotiating. And does put us in a very strong position indeed. And it's all from selling players. We actually signed, I can't remember his name now, one of our young midfielders, centre attacking midfielders, who didn't really get a run in the side at all. I think it was Moss, something like that. We sold him for £110,000 to a Spanish team, which, I mean, I was surprised to get that much for, I think he was 16 or 17, rated 57. We got over £100,000 for him. That is pretty good. Oof. There's a good opportunity there to test Dayton's skills. He's very quick down that left-hand side. Found himself in a lot of space. Not brilliant with shooting. I'm sure you noticed. Well, you can have a couple of opportunities, get a few shots away. You never know. Cancel. Oh, he hasn't got a very good first touch. Or at least when he's accelerating away from defenders, he hasn't got a very good first touch. Wow, Zog is knackered already. How is he going to survive the season if he's tired now? That's something else we need to... Someone else we need to sign. We need to get a new goalkeeper in. Because we've only got Bezant and Tyler Redding right now. And people want Bezant. We've had a couple of inquiries for him. So really, we need to start preparing for if a team comes in with a bid and it's accepted above our heads. We need to be prepared for that. So we need to start looking at other goalkeepers. I don't really know who's out there. I tried looking Premier League to see if there's any decent goalkeepers that might be available to us. And there was nobody really. None of the keepers that came up were better than what we've already got. Hardly any of them were as good as what we've got. Which in some ways is quite worrying. You want them to be at least the same, if not better. And virtually, I think 99% of them were worse. Which is quite disconcerting. And I tried it in the Championship as well and got a very similar result. So the only other alternative I can think of is just go to some league teams that I know have decent goalkeepers and see if they're willing to sell. I won't sell Bezant for less than £1 million. If I'm in charge, that's his fee. So we should be able to get a pretty decent goalkeeper for £1 million. Even if we only get a percentage of that. We can get half of that and still get a pretty decent League 1 level goalkeeper. I mean, Bezant's good. His rating isn't a full justification of how good he is on this game. You saw the save he made there, it was very good. Oh, Dayton. Again, showing that he could be a pretty decent left winger for us. I found that was a problem area. In fact, I think I even said that in either the last episode or the one before. The left wing was a problem area. And I definitely seem to have fixed that problem. Let's just hope he doesn't get injured now I've said that. We have him for the season, so he should be okay for us for most of that. Providing he doesn't get suspended or injured. And we have backup as well. We have 3 left wingers now, which is pretty good. And I think all 3 of them are on £2,000 a week, give or take, which is good for the old budget as well. That's about as low as you can get for a player of their class. Substitution. Azog. Payne. Armstrong's header. Get in. 1-0. There it is, everybody. Right as the sub's about to be made as well. Fantastic.
Scored one similar to this myself, Martin. Good header to the keeper's right.
That's very similar to the goal he scored in the playoff final too. Shows that goal wasn't just a fluke. He definitely seems to have that ability. And it's funny because out of the 2 strikers, he's not the target man. He's the run around the back, uses pace kind of man. And yet he's scored 2 headers in his last 2 games for us. It shows his strengths in some ways. Oh, there's Payne. They're booing him. Why are they booing him? What's he done? Oh, bloody hell. And there he is diving in. I think he fell over Charlie Lee, which is quite something. For some reason Dembele is playing... Why is Dembele playing very high? He keeps running forward. Oh, it's dark. Can't see what's going on. They have a throw-in. Okay. Tackle him. Oof. That's just like Southend. Heading wide. I still can't believe that Southend player missed that header, by the way. That was crazy bad. Really, really poor header from him. And it cost his team promotion in the end. They could have taken us to extra time if he'd scored that. Maybe even beat us in regulation time. There's Dembele again.
There is some backup for him in this position. Here's Lee.
I think that was the problem. That's a great ball. Oh! Was that Armstrong? That was a great ball from Chetri. Armstrong should have buried that. Holy mother.
They decided to make a change. You can understand that.
Yeah. Substitution. Armstrong. Cole. Come on, Adam. CB joins attack. Needs to turn that off. Dembele keeps running forward. That's another good ball. Oh, Darius. Was that Darius? No, it's Welkdale. What's Welkdale doing in the middle there? How weird. Here comes Devante Cole. I'm very, very interested to see how he gets on. Rated 65. He is our highest rated striker. And straight away he gets in there and wins the ball. There's Dembele again, still playing forward. There's Charlie Lee. Good effort, good save. Very good effort. I don't mind Dembele doing that if he lays it off like that. And the way that, is that Payne? Opened up to let it go through. Oh, straight to the keeper there. Not good enough there. Attacking. There's Welpdale with the ball in. There's Cole. Oh, saved again by the keeper. Should have hit that first time, really. Tried to bring it down first. Yeah, he toe poked it off the keeper. Oh well. Still a good effort. Well played. Good ball from Welpdale. That's poor from Das. Heavy touch. Substitution. Das. Akimo. Wait, who have I got? Henry. Bezant. Oh. Deary me. That's poor. Very weak hand there. Right, I need to do a very quick tactical change. Doobie-doo. There we go. Just check. Nope, for some reason Chetri is still there. There we go, now they're swapping. And that's full time. So it wasn't really worth it in the first place, was it? There you go, full time guys. We drew in the end after all that. Played well, actually. I think Dayton had a very, very good performance there. I'm impressed with him. I'm looking forward to seeing him do that in the league. Darius did better up front. Set up a couple of chances. Dembele, when he started marauding forward, which I still haven't quite worked out how to turn that off, he did well. Chetri, with that fantastic ball into Armstrong, when he unfortunately missed the header. There was a good shot from Armstrong, which could have gone in. We don't fully know whether it would have or not, but if it had have done, that would have been good. All round good team performance. The midfield was pretty quiet, which I suppose in some ways is a good thing. They didn't do anything noteworthy, but at the same time they didn't make any mistakes. It's just some saying Darius had a good game. It comes up twice, him getting dispossessed. There was Dayton's shot. Keeper did well to save that. Very well to save that. And here's the goal. Cut across from Welkdale, headed in from Armstrong. Okay guys, time to end the episode. So thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed watching. And until next time, I will see you soon.